Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tigers' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better had a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Here comes the offense on second down. Back to throw, it's Thorne. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism better.
The give to the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's the handoff. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for his man. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
6th play of the drive coming up. Grab near the marker. It's Fairweather. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hunter. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Thorne. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Auburn!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown, everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
He'll try to tack on one more. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Missouri's offense will take the field for the first time. You know, David, both of these teams have a strong safety that can support the run and also disruptive in the passing game.
I mean, it's just so nice to have a guy that's so physical, like a linebacker, but also can play like a DB. These guys are really revolutionizing defenses.
They hit people, too. They are heat-seeking missiles. Nobody wants to run over the middle of the field against these guys.
From just inside their own 20, it's 2nd and 9 from the 19. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. A low line drive and short kick. Makes a move. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. There is a rich tradition of running the football at Auburn from James Brooks, Joe Cribbs, Bo Jackson, Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown. They love to find a tough running back to feed the rock.
Such great history, such great lineage of ground and pound and great athletes, and it's just a physical mindset of Auburn, and they're always that team that wants to run the football.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. If you're starting like that, now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Going to the running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football, to gang tackle. If one guy misses, another one's there.
No doubt. And the staple for the offensive coordinator or the offensive line coach is block those guys. Don't watch them tackle our guys.
Caught over the middle. It's Burton. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. It's caught. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Missouri! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead. They still have plenty of work to do.
Yeah, they do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half when you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Nice job playing assignment football by that defensive end. Knowing what my job is, not letting that quarterback get out, get loose, making a good play, and most importantly, being there in the right spot and getting him on the ground.
didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quick handoff. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Thorne. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
This is exactly why 3rd down is practiced every single day. 3rd and short, 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on 3rd down.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Got the 1st down and more. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Complete downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Snares it outside. It's Frazier. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
He makes a grab. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Gain of 16. 1st and goal, Auburn.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Trying to pound their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got it back on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Missouri, set.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Take this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. It's a draw. He breaks a tackle. That's why they love to feed this senior running back. He'll find those extra yards.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for loss.
Missouri wants to go fast. Looking to pass. It's Cook. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burton. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air. It's Thorne. Going for the big play. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And they knocked through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. The kickoff unit about to go to work.
Set to kick it away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
The give to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Cook. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Love the effort on defense that time. That looked like that was going to be a completion downfield, but the physicality of the defender jarred the ball loose.
So Missouri will have to punt it away.
Punt it away.
He gets a block. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking for room. It's Hunter. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. To the air. It's Thorne. Got his man down the middle. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the 1st down.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get 1st downs like that run right there.
Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipate.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Cook. Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The lone back's got it. Makes his man miss. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. He wants to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Dropping back, it's Cook. Using the quick game. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Right on target with that last pass. Now it's 2nd and medium. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Maybe feeling a little better about things. Still a 21-point game as they're set to kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Snagged in the middle. It's Lewis. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Columbia. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Handoff to the single back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Cook. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Wow, the quarterback got away with one there. He's lucky that defender dropped that pass because if he picks it, he might have taken that one to the house.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'll tell you, this quarterback has just been in a great rhythm all game long. With that last completion, he's now over 300 yards passing.
Auburn going to work with another 1st down. Give to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No, sir. No mas. Get it together.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Right back to the well. There to stop him after a pickup of 3. It's down to the 15.
At the 15-yard line, it's 3rd down.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On the run, it's Thorne. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Auburn! And the route is on. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Pulls and fires complete. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Wide receiver shows motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, the defense just hasn't seemed to quite have an answer. They've come close to interceptions like that one there, but they haven't registered any so far. They've given up a few touchdown passes. They're just not quite able to make the plays they need to against the pass in this game.
Back to throw, it's Cook. Gets it out fast. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Throws for the tight end. Got his man all by himself. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
This defense has to find a way to account for this tight end. He's working the middle of the field, and I don't know if that was a busted coverage, but there was nobody near him. That's just too simple.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. He'll just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. They'll line up for a second down play. Now the play fake. Got a man, it's Burden. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get two bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
On first and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. They'll try to get it in with the run. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
Looking to the end zone on third and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
PAT unit on the field. splits the uprights. So it's an 80-yard drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Might as well give it to him again. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Hunter. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
It's 3rd down.
And after that last run, we'll see if they keep it on the ground on 3rd. Looking to throw, it's Thorne. Got his man quickly. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
On 3rd down, offenses have their plays. What they like in 3rd and short, what they like 3rd and medium, 3rd and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, the running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push.
Oh, the ball squirts out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Using his legs, it's Hunter. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
At the 30. It's 3rd down.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. They try to pop a run on the draw. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Brings up 4th down.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard, it's good. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
That last score just a little icing on the cake in this one as they get set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Bulldozes him. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to the ground. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Cook. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Pressure coming. Fires and picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Man, there's not a running back in the country that doesn't want to get fed and get fed and get fed, and he has been. He's been fed, and now he's up to 150 yards, so great productive day for this running back and create a lot of balance on this offense.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. They're going to run it. Touchdown, Tigers. And the beatdown has ensued.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the timing just a hair off. Threw a pick last time, almost threw another one, but you know what? I like the fact that this dude has no conscience.
None. Arm arrogance, right? He's going to spin the football, try to make plays. Like, listen, take the good with the bad, right? He's going to make some plays. He's going to give some away. Let's try to do a little bit more of the playmaking as opposed to giving it to the other team.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. To the air on first down. He makes a catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Scanning the field, it's Thorne. He caught it, and he was thinking 6, but that D knocks him down at the 2.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 15. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Quarterback adapted. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Trying to get to him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Picks up 4. It's 3rd down.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, to give, looking for room. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone. It's Burke, and the ball's free deep in his own territory. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. He's gonna pass. Makes the grab, it's Cooper. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And I tell you what, when you run those little fellas on the slants, they got to win at the line of scrimmage. Right now, they got to make sure those DBs don't get their hands on them so they can create a little bit of space because they're not as big of a target. Nice job winning right on the line of scrimmage to make the catch.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cooper. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Pulls it in. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. The hand to the running back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go right back to the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Looking for space. It's Carroll. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Picks up 7. Offense facing 4th down.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. To the air, it's Thorne. Quickly complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The expressway is wide open. Touchdown, Tigers. And the stomping has commenced. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Auburn with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a scintillating big play. 83 yards on the touchdown pass. They're just about ready to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. David, they had to settle for a field goal last time.
Yeah, they moved the ball down.
Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. The 10. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 19, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The run from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen. Strip the football, do something.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Using his legs, it's Hunter. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.